Good evening. 32 years has been since the Armeros disaster, and we still have a lot of questions about this Colombian episode. What was the tragedy impact? A lot of people consider the Colombian government was negligent confronting this tragedy, wasn't it? And what was happening in Armero nowadays? So today in News 24 Hours, we try answer these questions. On Wednesday, November 13, 1985, the Nevado del Ruiz volcano in Colombia, located in the Andes Mountains of South America, erupted, sending a destructive mud flow down its slopes. This eruption was considered the second most deadly volcanic eruption of the 20th century. According to a document by scientists in Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, survivors say the ash fall began at 4 p.m., alerting nearby populations. Local authorities called people to wear a damp handkerchief to protect their noses and their respiratory system and return home to safety. Armero was completely without electric service, and so there were no means of communicating the damage to the town. Armero was flooded with several pulses of falling material. At 11:35 p.m., the second pulse arrived and razed most of the buildings and killed most people in Armero. After this background, I want to introduce to Camila. She and I are able to talk about the disaster impact.
The volcanic eruption in Colombia's Tolima department was an enormous tragedy, an immense death toll. 25,000 people died and 15,000 casualties. The property damage was the 90%, including houses, crops, and livestock. Also, the tragedy has affected the Colombian economy. The losses were estimated in $218 million. Avalanche caused environmental problems, didn't it? The landslide contaminated the river that had greatly affected the local fishing industry.
Other disaster effect is the lost children cases. 32 years after the tragedy, many parents are still looking for their children. More than 200 children were lost. They were never registered dead. Many are believed to have been given for adoption to Colombian orphan family. This kind of disaster has a lot of effects. The property damage may be recovered, but the emotional losses might not come back.
I agree with you. The emotional losses might not come back. Can you believe the government was guilty in this disaster? Our reporter found an expert who talked about this topic. So, Camila, you have all information.
So, I know that it's the last minute, but your knowledge is very important for us.
Don't worry about it, let's do it.
So, thanks, Cristiana. The disaster could have been avoided, couldn't it?
Sadly, yes, it could. Human might not be able to stop a disaster, but we may be able to prevent it.
You can say that again. You mean we could have done more?
Unbelievably, yes, we could. At the end of 1984, geologists noticed that the seismic activity had begun to increase. So we had already informed before this happened. The activity began to decline in October, probably because the magma had completed its ascent into the volcanic structure.
I understand, but the worst of all is on October 22 in 1985. The scientists published a report to the authorities stating that the risk was unusually high. The disaster hadn't happened yet when we're informed. It is incredible, isn't it? So the government was not be able to do anything, wasn't it?
Actually, the earthquakes and groundwater shook the area, and local authorities began to planning an evacuation in September.
And I know there was a risk map, wasn't there?
Yes, they had their map done. However, there were survivors who never heard about it.
I have understood the government was working.
Yes, I don't have to. I don't want to be offensive, but they were useless. The mayor of Armero, Ramon Rodriguez, in several times tried to call the Colombian government's attention about the danger of the volcano. He said, "Volcano is a time bomb."
I think you are right. They must feel embarrassed about what they did. So, Ms. Diana, thanks a million for your time.
No worries. I hope this works as a reflection.
Thanks for it.
Thanks for the information. After 32 years, what has been in this town? Camila Bermudez is this in Armero, so go ahead, Camila, with the information.
On November 13, 1985, by 11:30 p.m., the tragedy has begun. And now, after 32 years, the tragedy continues. At this moment, I meet two of the survivors, Maria and Paulina. What happened after the tragedy?
I lost my son after the catastrophic landslide. I couldn't find him.
Is your son missing since then? What's the government said about that?
The government? Nothing. They only say maybe someone was kept down and he never returned with us.
What a shame. Thanks for the information. Now we go with Paulina. Paulina, what happened with Armero after the tragedy?
Nowadays, Armero is a ghost town, full of dreams and bad memories. But we, the survivors, turned Armero into a sacred town where people visit to ask miracles and to give thanks and pray for their families.
The majority of the survivors say the government was not be able to prevent the tragedy. Geologists didn't get the government to give the order to evacuate the area, and the consequence was the greatest natural disaster in the history of Colombia.
We told the government we need help to relocate the victims, but the government didn't provide us with the necessary help.
The government must be able to prevent those natural disasters, must be.
What a shame. Definitely, this kind of disaster must be prevented. The Colombian government has guided Colombian cities to prevent the consequence of natural disaster. We hope that you enjoy this special about Armero. See you later. Good night.